Hey, what's up, guys? This is your girl Coco, and I want to welcome you to another episode of Kikiing with Coco. If you are new to the show, welcome. Let me tell you just a little bit about it. It is about life in general with an emphasis on relationships. I have my friends come on the show and we kiki about whatever the topic of the episode is. And so today I have with me my series regular, Tierra. Go ahead, say what's up.
Hey y'all, I'm back again.
And so I was kind of chuckling because as I'm saying the intro, she like mouthing it too. She like, this how much I listen to it that I can do the
I know
intro
your
too.
whole intro by heart.
So I appreciate the support, girl.
Yeah, girl.
So we going to start off the episode with our drink with Coco. And this drink with Coco was recommended by myself because it was for my birthday celebration. So I thought it would be fitting to do it this episode since we basically celebrated last night, and I think it
Yes,
was
child.
a good get together with just us. And so I want to thank Tierra
Y'all, I
and
planned the whole party for just us.
and thank Lala, even though she could not be here, because of COVID. She in Germany, so shout out to Lala.
Yes,
I
girl.
appreciate y'all for putting this little get together for me, even though it was for just us.
We kicked it though.
But it was good. We had steak and scallops and mashed potatoes and asparagus and
hmm
corn, and it was so
I chefed it
good.
up, y'all. I had the grill going. I did my little thug thizzle out there. It was fine. It was good. Everything was real good.
It was. And so the drink was, it's called the Hot Pink Barbie drink. And so now I will say, like, once I mixed it together, it didn't really come out hot pink. It was just pink. But I used Ciroc red berry vodka, Malibu coconut rum, and then cranberry juice, pineapple juice, and orange juice. And so it's basically equal parts. So one part vodka, one part. So basically, if you wanted to do a whole bottle of vodka, like if you wanted to make a picture of it, you could
Like
do,
we did.
right. You could do one whole bottle of vodka, one whole bottle of rum, one whole thing of orange juice, like regular size juices, not like the big gallon juices or whatever. And it'll give you, I don't even know how many drinks we made out of that picture, but
Enough.
it was real good.
Yes.
It had us good and litty. So if y'all go ahead and try it out, hashtag drink with Coco on Instagram and at me at Kikiing with Coco on Instagram, and I will repost it. Let me know what y'all think about the drink, and we gonna move on into the word on the street. So for the word on the street, y'all probably like, this girl love her some nostalgia. She always bringing up some old shit. Well, Coming to America is coming out with the sequel
hmm
after, I want to say this came out in like 87.
So I know I was young watching this because
Mm-hmm.
okay, we had the tape
Y'all had it on
on VH.
VHS.
Yes, so we had it on VHS, and we would have to sneak and watch it because my granny didn't want us watching it. And then one day she just was like, "All right, I'm gonna show y'all little asses." She recorded over the tape with Young and the Restless. Girl, you talking about? We was like distraught, but that was our movie. Like I grew up literally reciting "Coming to America" line for line. Like it was just one of those good. It's like a childhood memory too, like something that feel good. So to know it's about to be another one, I don't care if it's dumb or not. I'm still going to see it. I'm gonna support.
Well, it's not going to be in the theater. It's going to be on Amazon.
Good thing I already got Amazon Prime. Everything, just push play. Okay, surround sound and everything. Like I'm here for it. I'm watching it. Front
Facts.
and center on my couch.
Like,
Oh, we gotta do it together. You gonna be here?
if it's the beginning of March, yeah.
Okay.
So,
Movie night.
I love Coming to America. Like, I can literally watch that movie back to back to back. Cause I have it on DVD and I bought it on Amazon Prime. Cause I don't even own a DVD player no more. Like, I lie. I have one. It's brand new. I think it's a Blu-ray player, but you can still play DVDs on that. But it's a brand new Blu-ray player. I never even took out the box.
I don't have a DVD player
And
anymore.
so I have the ability to watch the DVD, but I do watch it on Amazon all the time. And it's on Netflix, so I watch it on Netflix.
Your royal penis is clean, Your Highness.
She's your queen to be. So, yes, I love that movie. I cannot wait for the sequel to come out. And I think they have all the original actors that are going to be in it. And of course, I think it's gonna be like, I'm not for certain what the new storyline is gonna be, but I'm sure maybe with his own son, you know.
Oh yeah.
But I'm here for it.
Yeah, me too.
In other news, I last reported that Summer Walker and London on the Track were broken up. Well, seems they are back together, just like I thought they would be, and she is pregnant. Now, she wanted to say at first that she was bloated, she wasn't pregnant, but in actuality, she really was pregnant.
That lie ain't gonna last too long. I don't know why she just ain't.
Because she's skinny already, so how did she think she was
bloated for 9 months? Girl, you ain't fooling nobody.
Yeah, so I think it's congratulations in order for her being pregnant. I think it's a wonderful time in a woman's life to experience bringing life into this world. But, it's always a but, because it be some bullshit to go along with it. But London on the Track got 3 other baby mamas. Now, I don't feel like you should discount somebody because they have multiple baby mamas or whatever. But I could not see myself having a baby with a man I'm just dating or just in a regular old relationship with, like, we not married, knowing he got all these other baby mamas. Like, what if we don't work out? So now I'm just gonna be another baby mama, like
DJ Khaled.
Another one. So I think that's my issue, because that's just like Future with all 50 of his baby mamas, but it's like y'all keep getting pregnant by these men. Like, of course they have the money to afford all these children, but what is the point?
So it definitely takes 2 to tango, but I feel like, now this ain't nothing new, but I feel like all of these women be having these children with these celebrity men just for the sake of it, or just to say, oh, I got him. Like, oh, he hot, he popping right now. Let me get in on this, like, whatever the case may be. But it's like, that's a whole child. That's a human. Because guess what? In 10, 15 years, if he ain't still doing what he doing now, you going to be looking stupid.
Mm-hmm.
And now you got this whole baby, and you probably going to be feeling away. Like, this is a whole, like, think about it. Like, this is for life. Like, you got this whole baby for life, not just right now. It ain't a toy. It ain't a commodity. It ain't like an accessory. This is something you have to take care of. Like, this is a child. So I think a lot of these women is just careless with this. And I said, it ain't nothing new. They've been doing it. But I just don't get it. Like, for the life of me, oh, I'm going to have his baby. Okay, then what? Right. After that, then what?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I'm not about that.
You ain't got no ring. You sitting here looking stupid, fighting, arguing over social media. Like, who got time for that?
I just think it's dumb to be having kids with men just because, they got the money. Like you said, what if what if this is just his time right now to shine? You know what I'm saying? So he making all this money now, and if he don't do good with his money, later on down the road when he don't have this type of money rolling in, you gonna be looking crazy because it's just like, oh, you can't take care of your kid now, and it's just like
it ain't, but see, that's the thing. It ain't even about taking care of the kid. They want to be taken care of.
True.
That's they ticket for a plush life.
Mm-hmm.
The kid is just collateral damage.
Mm-hmm.
Essentially, it's like I like grow y'all. Y'all need to grow up for real.
Yeah, like just think long term, cause I'm just like I do not want to have a baby with somebody that I don't foresee, having that family or building that life with, you know, to like no one gets married to be like, oh, I'm gonna get a divorce. No one, well, me personally, I ain't gonna say no one, cause apparently there are people having children with people and not really caring about the long term effects of it, but it's kind of just like I wouldn't want to have a child with somebody that I don't see having a future with. And sometimes, no, you can't foresee that there won't be a future, but I just feel like in these instances with these celebrity men, you having babies by these men, and
I feel like too, there are so many ways you can protect your. Use a condom. Get on birth control.
mm-hmm.
Like I'm not gonna say pull out. That shit is not 99.99% effective. But I mean, it's just so many avenues you can go through to protect yourself. Like you are willingly putting yourself in that position.
Mm-hmm.
When y'all be doing it raw, you gotta know. Okay, I might get pregnant. Is this something I want to deal with? But for them, I'm not gonna call them bitches. I was about to say bitches, but for these women that be setting them traps, I feel like they gonna get what they get in the long run, and it's like the baby end up suffering. Like this whole child gotta grow up knowing, oh well, my mama was just this jump off, and I really was only here, blah blah blah, for this reason or that reason, and now they growing up with issues, and there's some more crazy people in the world, all because you decide you want to just be popping for the moment. That's not okay.
Yeah.
That's not okay.
Yeah, so I will say I hope that these women who having these babies by these celebrities, like, yeah, y'all putting them on this child support so y'all can live this certain lifestyle or whatever. But I hope they are putting that money away and making it work for them. Yeah. Like investing, saving, buying property, like, cause you see everybody in Fendi, Gucci, Louis, Yves Saint Laurent, all this type of stuff. But are y'all doing good with y'all money besides just buying all this materialistic stuff? Yeah. Making sure that in the event that their father is not where he is now,
can you get out and get a job? Can you read? Can you do quick math? Like, can you do something for yourself? God.
But yeah, that, and then making sure that you're also setting it up to where your child has something in the long run. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think we would like to think that, yeah, y'all get into these situations for a monetary gain, but that y'all love y'all kids, and give them the level of care and what's the word? The level of care and attention that they need in the process, So I would hope that they were really thinking about their kids' well-being, when they making these after the baby get here, because they ain't thinking about that shit while they pregnant and trying to get pregnant. But
right, you got to take care of a whole child.
Mm-hmm.
For years. Okay.
And it don't necessarily stop because they turn 18 or they graduate college. You know what I'm saying? Like, some kids require more help than others. But, it's a lifelong commitment. You're going to always worry about your child, regardless if they can take care of themselves or they can't take care of themselves,
My thing is, these kids is set up from jump to be some kind of unstable, some kind of way. Mm-hmm. Because of the circumstances and just the way, like, what they're brought into. Mm-hmm. It's not their fault, and now they got to deal with the second and third order effects of two grown-ass people, or I'll say immature people, whoever is the guilty party, you know what I'm saying? Like, they got to suffer because you couldn't make a good decision. or you too busy worried about getting the Gucci bag, whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So, Summer Walker is pregnant. Baby mama number 4. And this is not including the one that's claiming he is her baby
yeah,
daddy.
yeah. See, child, I would never.
I ain't got time.
I would never. Like, you willingly putting yourself into this situation. This man ain't put a ring on your finger. You ain't signed no contract, like, no nothing.
Mm-mm.
And you just, I mean, but more power to them. Like, we don't know the extent of their relationship. They may be madly in love and plan for this baby. Who knows? But on the outside looking in, summer girl,
you can do better. But thankfully, you got your own money.
Yeah.
To make sure you and yours is good in the event you and him don't work. So, congratulations, girl. I hope it is everything you thought it was going to be. So, now we going to move into the hot cup of cocoa.
You ain't got to insert the thing right there. Just leave that.
But so I kind of want to give you guys an update on my episode about
Case of the Exes.
So, in the case of my ex that I chose to re-enter into another relationship with, it did not work out. It did not work out for a number of reasons. And if you recall, one of my reasons for saying you should get back with somebody is being able to move past whatever it was that was an issue previously in your relationship. And, you know, putting that in the past and being like, we gonna move forward. We learned from our mistakes, you know, whatever. In this case, that was not the case. I was all for putting the past in the past. But he had to be petty and basically hold some shit against me. So, backstory. Now mind you, this has been my friend for over a decade. And we had tried to work on a relationship last year around this time. And I basically just ghosted because I had met someone else. And it was just like, well, this person is doing what I want them to do right now, you know, whatever, you not. So, okay, yeah, I'm going to be with this person. And so when we got started back talking, I pretty much just told him, like, you know, I don't want this to be a thing where you feel like you need to punish me or play some type of get back. You know what I'm saying? With how things were carried out last time we talked, I take responsibility for the actions that I have taken. And, you know, if you feel like you can move past that, then I'm down for the cause. And yeah, I always wanted to be with you. I want to work it out. I want to be with you, blah, 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 blah. So I'm like, okay, cool. So when we started talking, you know, my birthday was coming up. So I was expecting a birthday gift. And he said, I'm not getting you a birthday gift. You didn't even call me for my birthday. So
I was like, what?
So
red flag.
Flag on the play.
Right.
So I said, okay, I understand that's how you operate. Now, if the shoe was on the other foot, I would have not treated him that way. I would have still gotten him something for his birthday. But everybody operates differently, you know? We are long distance. So, you know, all we got is the phone. We did not talk to each other as regularly as I would have liked. And he seemed to not understand that that's not okay. Then my birthday comes around. He didn't say anything. He didn't say happy birthday. Nothing. So that's when I knew I had to let this go. You know, like, my love language is gifts. And no, you can't base your whole relationship style off these 5 little things. But gifts does speak to me. You know, I like to receive gifts just as much as I like to give gifts. So is not saying like I just want gifts, because I'm also willing to return the gifts. You know what I'm saying? So besides the birthday thing, now I done already said, okay, this year we not doing birthday, whatever. But Christmas is important. I want to send you something. Are you gonna send me something? And he just kept saying, I don't know. So finally, I had to just break it down. Like, look, tell me yes or no. Because if it's a no, I will not get you anything. If it's a yes, and please let it be a yes, because I want to start looking for Christmas gifts.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But, and so finally he just said, well, I didn't really want nothing. Well, just because you didn't want nothing didn't mean I didn't want nothing. So, you know, I'm just like.
To me, all of that sound like I'm not in it. I don't care how he worded it, like what package he tried to present it to you in. It just sounds like I'm not in it. I don't want to do it, and you should just pretty much fall in place. Like, I don't want this. Like, boy, first of all, let me tell you something. Like, them old ladies. First of all, come here. Let me tell you something real quick. If you want to be with me, there are certain things I require. It doesn't matter how you feel because you do it for me.
Right.
At the end of the day, that's it. I might not necessarily want to fucking watch basketball, but if I know that's something you enjoy and I want to do it with you and we can have this little thing together, that's what I'm gonna do. Right. That's what you do in a relationship. So, I don't want nothing, so I ain't getting you nothing. No, that's some selfish, immature bullshit that shouldn't nobody have to deal with. If that's the kind of bitch you want to fuck with, then you better go find it, because she not right here.
Right. So.
Point blank.
Period. Or period, point blank.
Okay, Robin.
So, yeah. So, all of this is going on. And, you know, I'm really trying to just be like, you know, I want to give this a try. You know, I want this to work. But I just feel long term, I don't want to keep arguing with somebody about how I want to be loved. It shouldn't be that hard. It shouldn't.
You know, it shouldn't be a struggle. Like, it shouldn't be like that. I was like, friend, no.
Yeah, I just, and the birthday was the last straw. You know, and I had to tell him, like, you know, I understand you don't require a lot. And I necessarily didn't think I required a lot. But apparently I require more than you are willing to give. And for that, I am not the person for you. And his response was, you know, he forgot it was my birthday. He apologized. Unacceptable. He apologized for forgetting my birthday. But I just got a taste of what he got last year. And it's just like, see.
That's what he said to her, y'all.
Yeah. So it's just like, didn't we have this conversation prior to us even getting together, that we was not holding grudges against each other and we was going to move forward and be happy? But then here we are.
You know what, though? It's okay if he still has some residual feelings.
Yeah, it's okay.
But you need to be adult and mature enough to just have that conversation. Like, I know we working on this, but I'm still feeling a little way about, you know, blah, 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 blah. Just be patient with me. Like, if this is what it's supposed to be, if we meant to be together, I'm sure it'll all work out. But right now, I'm still feeling the way. You can have that conversation and just be cool after. Like, everything will be good because everybody's on the same page. But for you to have these little bullshit ass feelings, I'm gonna say bullshit because they're not validated. He didn't bring it up to you. You don't know about it.
Right.
So for him to have these bullshit ass feelings and not say shit and then be like, oh, well, now you got a taste of your own medicine. Motherfucker, I'm not no child. You ain't teaching me no lesson. We ain't in school. Okay?
Exactly. Because at this point in my life, we'll get you the dough, which is
with the quickness.
What he has gotten.
Don't let the doorknob hit you.
Where the sunshine don't.
No.
What is it? Don't let the doorknob hit you
where the good Lord split you.
It's that one, and it's something else about the sunshine. I have to look it up, but it's something else.
I don't know that one.
Where the sun don't show or something like that. But I'm going to look it up. I'm going to get back to y'all. But, so yes, that is the update on my case of the ex, we are no more.
And we'll never be.
Yes, this is one of those situations where I feel like I have explored the situation and I came to the conclusion that you are not capable to love me in the way that I want to be loved. And because of that, and I might have to listen back to this episode if his ass resurface.
No, friend, I'm not gonna let you do it.
and revisit why it is that we broke up in the first place. But it's, if it ever pops up again, I would not. I would just be like, no, I don't want to go down this road with you. I get what you're saying, but I don't really have time for you to try and figure it out.
Yeah, and then too, y'all gonna be separated for a while.
Yeah,
so that's
and
gonna
we
be work.
We don't have the opportunity to be together physically anytime soon.
Right.
Like, it's gonna be more than 2 years that we will be separated from each other. So it's just like, yeah.
You can't even get this little shit right.
Right. You can't even get picking up the phone.
He's so stupid.
You can't even get picking up the phone right. So that's that, guys. Which leads us into the actual topic of the show today, which is, why aren't our relationships lasting like our grandparents lasted? Or, just older people being married for all these years. And I just think it's not nothing new. It's definitely not nothing new. Like, the situations that hinder people from being together is not new. Cheating been around for forever. It's always been a woman somewhere that's willing to cheat with a man, knowing that he got a relationship, a wife, a woman, a family someplace else.
Yeah.
It's always been a thing. The only difference now is, of course, cheating is one issue. The issue I just brought up, people don't love people the way the way that they need to be loved. You know what I'm saying? In order to feel validated in a relationship. And, now you got social media.
I think, social media definitely plays a big role in it. I think it's more so, too, like, we're when I say we, I'm talking about women specifically. Like, that's not our end all be all anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So we just don't put up with a lot of that shit. It's like, what?
Yeah.
Okay, bye.
Like,
I find somebody who will, but back in the day, you ain't had that luxury, because you go to the next one and now she loose. She looses the goose, and she like, it's like taboo almost to be a fluid woman. I'll say that. Like, back in the day, that wasn't hot. Like, that wasn't acceptable.
Yeah,
like,
and especially if you had kids.
Yeah, especially if you had a kid out of wedlock.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, baby, you blacklisted.
Yeah.
You gonna be, that's the one cheating with the man, because she can't get her own now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's not like that anymore. So women is just like, I ain't putting up with this bullshit. Boy, bye. Like, I can go make my own money.
Yeah. Like, I don't need you to take care of me. And I know we have this discussion all the time about it shouldn't be 50-50. The man should still be the provider, whatever. But
I'm good with
in the same token, I think that it's a nicety to know that your man can take care of you. But if you have your own money, there's no other incentive for you to stay and keep being mistreated.
Yeah.
Like, you have your own money. You can go, you may have to scale back because you don't have that additional income coming in anymore, but you still have the option to take care of yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think that is one reason that our relationships are not lasting, because you just don't have to put up with the shit. I feel like sometimes men think that you should just be happy to have a man.
They think that you should feel chosen. Like, you should feel special that I picked you. Like, the woman has no say. Like, the woman just had to. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, that ain't the case. You ain't picked me. We picked each other. We did this together, Like, I ain't no quote unquote prize trophy for you. Like, I chose to be in this with you. Like, we going through this shit together. I ain't like I don't like that, because number one, you are demeaning or just minimizing me as a whole person when you do and have that mentality, and that's somebody that's not gonna treat you like an equal. And right there, no, baby, like I said, I'm good with 50-50. I want to, I've just always been super independent, and there was an issue with my marriage because of that, but I don't know no other way to be. Yes, I would probably like for somebody to just say, baby, I got it, but I'm gonna say a little on down the line, I'm gonna be ready to just do my own. Like, I need my own security, my own peace of mind, knowing that, not to say I go into things thinking the worst, but in the event of, I know I'll be okay. And maybe that's another reason too. Like, we always got this extra low key savings account that we taught to have, going, like, maybe that's another reason too. Shit, I don't know. I may have just turned over a whole new leaf in this conversation. But I don't know. I'm good with equality, 50-50. I'm just as important as you are. Like, we a team. We are a for real partnership. We about to do this. We gonna do it together. Because I don't want a man, and I feel like I'm taken care of. Because naturally, what the fuck you do all day? Like, I go to work, I come home, blah, blah, blah. Why does, like, a man would say, why my food ain't ready? Why this house ain't clean? You would be more inclined to have those conversations when you feel like your partner is not holding up their end of, whatever the situation is. And I don't want to be put in that situation. I want everything to be good. 50-50. We got our outline responsibilities. I know what you gonna do. You know what I'm gonna do. And we ain't gotta worry about nothing. Yeah. Let's do and plan and think about other shit. Because we good. We solid. That's what I want.
Yeah. For me, I don't mind 50-50, but I would say I want to know what it feels like to be taken care of. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I'll do my part. I'll contribute whatever it is that I'm going to contribute. But I just want to know what it's like for somebody to be like, baby, I got you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I used to have this thing, like, for a couple years, after I had a child, I would like the opportunity to be a stay-at-home mom. But the older I get, I don't foresee that being a thing. And not because I don't feel like the person can take care of me, but I don't think I want to sit home and be a stay-at-home mom. Like, that shit is fucking hard.
It sure the fuck is. Okay.
Like,
if you ain't know, now you do. That's a job. A whole job.
Yeah. And so, but that would, I think, yeah, like, I don't necessarily think I would fall into the category of becoming so reliant on somebody. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not in me. But, and when I say, like, taken care of, I mean, like, you pay the mortgage, I pay the utilities. You know what I'm saying? Like, that type of thing.
So, to me, that's still 50-50.
It's 50-50 to an extent, but what if your utilities ain't never going to be as much as a mortgage, hopefully. But, I'm contributing something to the household, but it ain't the majority or half of the household.
Yeah, I'm not saying like split every single bill. I'm saying you got your set, I got my set, like 50-50. We sharing the load. And I guess too, like, it all depends on how much the other partner makes. Are you still expected to pay that same 50-50?
Now, if I date somebody that's within the same profession as I am, I'm looking to be 50-50. Because 9 times out of 10, we either make the same money or I make more. So it's just like, and I'm not going to be paying the majority of the bills. So 50-50 we will be. But if I'm with a man who is not in my same profession and he makes way more money than me, then yes, I'm definitely going to expect him to pay that. So, like, when Kobe and
So
I...
60-40.
Yeah, something like that. So, when...
70-30.
More like that. So, when Kobe and I was together, Kobe made way more money than me. Like, Kobe's mortgage was like $3,000 some a month.
Ooh, child.
I would not pay half. I wouldn't even pay half of that.
Child.
But Kobe's thing was, because I expect to live a certain way, I'll always pay the mortgage.
Yeah.
You can handle the other bills.
Yeah, that's a good mentality. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And I would have been okay with that.
Yeah.
So, back to why shit ain't working. I also think that men, of course, over time, they've definitely lost the concept of being a provider, because they like, you got money, you got a job, you know what I'm saying? We should be 50-50. And a lot of women don't think like that. And so they looking for a man who can do that. So, of course, they not staying with somebody that they don't
These be looking for another mama.
Yeah, that's and mama's boys. That is that's a turn off.
Don't get me started. I'm not even gonna do it. I will not ever again date a mama's. If I even think it's an inkling, I'm done. I'm so done. That is not the way, y'all. Because at first you think, oh, he really loves his mom. He treats her so good. He's going to do me the same. Yes, these are all good signs. Bullshit. Run away. Go the other way, sis. It's not good. Don't fucking do it.
I would have to agree as well. So, my ex mother-in-law, love her to death. Her and I got along really, really well. But my ex-husband was a mama's boy. Like, everything his mother did was gold. You know what I'm saying? If she could do it, then I could do it. Like, the whole concept of me being a stay-at-home mom, he was like, well, my mom worked 3 jobs to take care of, or two jobs or whatever to take care of us. So you can work 1 job. I'm like, but I guarantee you, if your mother had the opportunity to be a stay-at-home mother, she would have been a stay-at-home mother. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm pretty sure if my mother had the opportunity, my mother would have been a stay-at-home mother.
Or just a choice.
Or,
you know what I'm saying?
Just like, the choice or option to be like, I want to stay at home with my kids. Or I want to go out and work. I feel like a woman should be given the option. I even told him this. If it's financially feasible for us to do it, I would like the option.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I wasn't saying like...
It's not like you just staying at home watching TV all day. You are raising a child. That is a job. That's something that's sacred too. Yeah. Like, if you don't want your child to go to daycare and have these people raising them, because when you think about this, they got your child more than you do. They spend
more time with your child than you do.
So if you get that opportunity, and that's something you want to do, because it's not for everybody. It wasn't for me. If that's something you want to do, then do it. Like, if you have that opportunity, have that conversation. But for him to be like, oh, my mama worked 3 jobs and blah blah blah, I'm not your mama. Mm-hmm. Let's just get that straight right now. I'm not your mama.
Yeah.
Times is different too from when your mama was coming up raising you.
Mm-hmm. And so I think just understanding the dynamics of having different personalities and different wants, people leave too. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you can't, I think it's one thing to try and have the conversation, about what it is that you want, how you feel, why you feel the way you feel. But if you can't, if the other person can't comprehend what you asking of them, why stay?
That just made me think of this conversation I had with this old guy in my office at my last base. He had this old car. He was like, y'all young people, y'all just go get a new one. Don't nobody try to fix it no more. Y'all just, something wrong with it, just throw it all away, go get a new one. And that's true in relationships too. Like, we don't have the incentive anymore to just try to stay and work it out and just put in the work, because we already know it's something new, something shiny we could just go get. Mm-hmm. it's easily disposable. These relationships these days. Ooh, and then too, you always gonna see something that just look better. You think it's better, and you gonna want to get it, and then you're just gonna drop whatever it is for whatever reason. Oh, I don't like. Ooh, you snore too loud. I can't do this no more. On to the next, right? But it's just that mentality, like he said, with that car. Instead of getting the part, doing the work, fixing it up, making it good as new, you just rather go get a new car. Yeah. And that's how it is today.
I agree. Like, I'm not for, like, cars. I don't got time for that. Like, to me, I'm a woman alone. The mechanic shop, whatever it is, gonna bust my head every chance they motherfucking get.
Yeah.
Because they just like, oh, we got her ass. She don't know no better. You know what I'm saying? So no, I'm not about to be fixing and repairing cars when I can just go buy me a new one that don't have these problems. That's not gonna have me spending this type of money just to keep it running.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? In a relationship, I don't see nothing wrong with working it out. I don't see nothing wrong with going to therapy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To work it out. But if you exhaust those possibilities and you're still not getting the desired results,
then it's time to bounce.
Then it's time to go.
Roll, bounce your ass up out of there. Because you tried.
Yeah.
Like, you tried.
Like, I'm definitely not saying, like, oh, this person not doing what I want them to do, so I'ma go. Like, that's not what I'm saying. You definitely got to try and put in the work, the effort to make it work. But if after trying, you're not getting the desired result, then yeah, you got to go. There's no point in staying.
Back in the day, though, it wasn't the woman trying to voice her opinion, what she feel, what she wants. She had to take whatever that, and how dare her voice her opinion or, her feelings. She getting bopped upside the head.
Right.
And got to deal with it.
Because domestic violence was not a thing back then. Like, it would be nothing for a husband to beat on his wife.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
She just take it.
And she just take it.
And then go get up and make dinner.
I
be like, Janelle, don't eat the spaghetti tonight, baby. Let Daddy eat it all. Because you had me, I'm taking your ass out.
You remember on Soul Food when Big Mama was saying how her husband had a gambling problem?
Is this the movie or the show?
The movie.
Okay.
How her husband had a gambling problem and they almost lost their house, and how she had to wash clothes for white people just so that she could get the money up to save the house, and all of this and that.
Babe, I don't remember that, but baby, what the hell was he doing?
But
gambling the money off? I'd be goddamn.
But this is the type of stuff that women dealt with back then. And this is the type of stuff that we refuse to deal with now. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I met somebody and now I don't mind being with somebody that like to drink, because I like to drink. As y'all can see, I got a whole segment about drinking on the show. So I'm all for drinking. But I think it's one thing to be like, we drinking in social settings, we having a good time, to you need to have a drink all the time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It.
You need it. And so if I couldn't be with somebody who I knew had a drinking problem.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I couldn't be with somebody I know has a drug problem.
Right.
Like, everybody that's not in my profession pretty much smoke weed. You know what I'm saying? And that don't bother me none. But it's when you, like, I know the rappers and stuff glorify popping pills and all that type of shit. But I could not be with somebody that was popping pills and whatnot. To me, that equates to crackhead.
You know what? I feel you on that. Popping pills is just an extreme. Like, I'm not even for coke. If you do coke, I'm not fucking with you.
No.
Like, I can't do, like, everybody,
it's a party drug.
Yeah, nah. I'm not coke. No, like.
These are all things that can spiral out of control.
I'm good with a little reefer. Look, with a little reefer. But coke.
You smoking that reefer.
Coke? Oh, nah, baby. That's to me, that's just a no-go.
Yeah, so I think it's certain things that I feel like women have dealt with in the past that is just something, are things that I know I could not deal with now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And it could be circumstantial why these women stayed. They didn't have money or jobs or whatever to take care of themselves and their children if they left. You know, it is just what you did. You just stayed together because that's what everybody expects you to do, or that's what your mama tell you. You just stay and you'll work it out. Like when Tina Turner was telling her mom about Ike, and her mom was like, "Oh, he just being a man."
Yeah, because it was okay back then.
Yeah,
like,
it was okay for your husband to have a wandering eye.
And you supposed to just deal with it. They be knowing too, like they be knowing they got whole families down the street and don't leave.
Yep.
Because maybe in their mind too, they was the lucky ones. They got the one up on the home girl
because
they
married,
right? Because they married. You know, maybe that was their mentality too. Like, okay, well, he come home to me every night. Yeah, with a sour dick, because it had been somewhere else. Like, that ain't no prize. You ain't won shit. But, they just weren't afforded a lot of the opportunities and stuff that we are now. It was a different day and age, too. That's a big factor in why they stayed back then, because that's all they knew.
Yeah.
That's literally engraved. Because too, the age difference, like, it'd be like 30s marrying like a 17-year-old or something like that.
Yeah.
Like, they pick you up out of school. You ain't got nowhere else to go. That's all you know.
Right. You literally went from your mama house to your man house.
Right. That's all you know. So it's not like that now.
Like, I remember my grandmother being like, I guess she couldn't leave home until she was married. So she didn't want to be at home because her parents had separated. And then her dad went and had another family somewhere else, came back. And, her mama and him got back together and she didn't like it. So the only way she could leave was if she got married. So literally the first person that came around and showed her some attention, she married him so she could leave home.
That's crazy.
They ain't stay together. My grandma hit the door on that ass.
Next. Thank you. Next.
Yeah, no, my grandma did not stay. Whatever the circumstances was, my grandma did not stay. She did what she had to do to take care of her kids. She cleaned houses, whatever. And my grandma had to have been one of the. She had money. You know what I'm saying? From cleaning houses, y'all. Like, she knew how to save some shit. Like, she had a house in Memphis that she owned for a long time. She moved up to Chicago, bought a house in Chicago. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Helped her kids put down payments on their houses.
Come on, black woman doing it.
And this what let me know, like, back then you definitely had an option to leave too. It was just whether you was willing to do what you needed to do to make sure you was gonna be good.
That go back to what we was just talking about, how like I ain't never really been in a position to just not. I've always had to do.
Yeah.
People back then, that was all they knew. Like, oh, I can't because. They don't have that didn't have that mentality like we was just talking about. Like, I don't know how to just sit there and just let shit just be and accept when I know I can go out and make some moves and make shit happen. Now, there may be hiccups in the road.
But like, I'm going to make sure.
I'm going to get there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they, like, maybe fear. Because... like, that taboo, that stigma back in the day, too. Like, that was, like, people, they talk. That's all they had. You know what I'm saying? They talked. Once you was, like, I keep saying blacklisted. Once you was just roll off or just scorned, like, or just whatever, labeled as whatever, it ain't no coming back from that. People, like, women having them kids out of wedlock, they mothers would move them to a whole nother state. You gonna go live with your uncle or your
auntie,
right,
or
somebody in Mississippi somewhere, because you can't live here with this baby and you ain't married.
Yeah,
like the magnitude of the lifestyle and the mentality back then, like that shit is crazy. You think about that, like, say you get pregnant and your mom like, oh, you can't stay here with me, you ain't married. Oh no, they ain't finna talk about me. Like, that's crazy.
And then you go away, you have your baby, give it up for adoption, and come back nothing happened.
Right. And that was the thing to do, though.
Mm-hmm.
That was acceptable.
Yep.
Shit.
No.
Right.
So I definitely think our living circumstances, out having our own money, not feeling like we have to stay because that's what's expected of us to do, is definitely like the reasons why our relationships don't last now like they used to. It's just we not putting up with the same shit.
It's a lot of foolery going on too. Like, people do put on these facades. I don't feel like they did that too much back in the day. It's like, I choose you. You coming with me. You get what you get. Like, you already knew. But now it's like people be faking and fronting so motherfucking much. You don't know what you get until you got it.
Yeah.
And then you be like, oh, nah, nigga. You gay? But, I mean, not just that, but just the whole faking and fronting shit.
Did you watch Lovecraft Country?
Mm-mm.
Oh,
I'm waiting to watch that. Because
I had a story from it.
Nope, don't
so
spoil
I
it.
can't tell y'all the story because she ain't watched it. But it's in reference to what she just said. But that's true. Like back then, I think you just to keep your family together, you accepted things.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? If you like to dip off and do what you do in your spare time, you know what I'm saying? Long as you taking care of us,
Mm-hmm.
you good. And to me, I couldn't live my life like that. Knowing that you stepping out and messing with somebody else, you know.
It's like, what the fuck are you with me for?
Yeah.
I'm not where you want to be, so bye.
Because, like, I had one dude ask me, you know, if we end up getting together, you know, I still want to be out and, you know, go deal with other women, blah, 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 blah. I said, oh, so you want an open relationship so I can go and do what I want too. And he was like, no. And I'm like, well, what sense do that make?
You crazy.
I said, what? I said, so what you want to be with me for?
Right.
I mean, I don't really want to go out and be messing with other people. But what you want to be with me for? Apparently, I'm not what you want.
Yeah.
Or it's something enough. I'm not giving you, or I'm not enough,
right.
that you feel like you still need to be able to go out and mess with other women. So, but people accepted that back then. You know what I'm saying? Like, you didn't talk about it, but you knew that's what was going on.
Yeah, a lot of shit wasn't talked about. It was known, but you better not say nothing. All of these fucking family secrets and all of this shit, everybody know, but you better not dare say shit. Because you getting bopped upside the head. You get bopped upside the motherfucking head. You better not say that shit no more.
Yeah.
They wasn't allowed to voice them. Girl.
Yeah,
I just thank God I'm born when I was.
Yeah. I think it really come down to women wasn't allowed to have a voice. Women weren't allowed to feel. Like, you could be hurt, but you can't let nobody else know you hurt.
Yeah.
You know, and that's why when people hold their parents and relationships in such high regard, and it's not that you shouldn't, you know what I'm saying, because your parents made it through, you know, but in the same token, I could never sit there and be like, well, my parents have this amazing relationship and whatever. And it's just like, you don't know what it took for them to get there, though.
And you don't know if it's amazing or if it's as amazing as it looks on the outside.
Yeah.
You don't know what's going on for real, because that's another thing back in the day. Didn't nothing leave that house. Did nothing leave that house.
Nope.
Everything that happened stayed. I mean, for number one, the woman wasn't going nowhere but to the damn store and back, probably. But, like, didn't nothing leave that house.
Maybe go hang out with her sisters.
Yeah.
Her little friend she probably had.
Until he drug her ass home. Woman.
Where my dinner? Oh, I gotta get home, make the dinner. But
Earl tripping, y'all.
Girl, Earl on his rampage again. I gotta get on home before but he get mad.
Right.
But you really just don't know what your parents endured to be with each other to last this long. Of course, your parents not gallivanting about how your daddy cheated and they made it
Right.
through, or I've heard stories of people being like, my daddy stepped out on my mama and my mama stepped out on my daddy, and this where this brother came from, and
That's really
and
not the brother. That's the uncle, because it wasn't a friend. That was my mama's sister. Like some shit like that. They was wild back in the day.
yeah. And so it's just like, yeah, it's nice to look at those couples and be like, damn, y'all been married for this long. But then when you think about the trials and tribulations that they went through, it's just like, we ain't lasting because we ain't willing to. We not willing to go through them same trials and tribulations that they went through. So,
and then too, they was probably at the point to where it's like, well, fuck, I done been in it this long.
yeah, and that's how it's been for some people. Like, I can't remember if it was my grandma that told me this, but, or, like, shit, we married now.
Yeah.
We might as well just stay married.
Oh, no. I refuse.
Yeah, so it's just like, you have people that have the mentality that, well, we married, so we just gonna stay married. I deal with all the bullshit that come along with this, but we married. And yeah, and I
can't imagine feeling like that though. Feeling like you just don't deserve no more than what you get in. You just gotta sit there and take it as it comes, and just float through life. Never really be satisfied with anything. I could not imagine living my life like that.
And the situation
That's
that
depressing.
I just removed myself from, I just feel like that would be me settling. It would be, I know I'm not necessarily getting what I want from this situation, but I got a man.
Yeah, nah.
And it's just like, no, I want to be made feel special. I want to be made feel like I'm a priority.
Just like I make you feel.
Exactly. Just like if you don't get my standard good morning text message, is, oh, I ain't heard from you.
Phone work both ways.
But if you don't call me, I'm just supposed to be okay with you not answering the phone for 2 days.
Yeah.
Or a week and a half.
Yeah.
A whole week and a half. Can you?
Girl, I'd have went slap off, left a nasty ass voicemail, or sent a text, and then blocked his ass. I'm done, bitch. Bye. You're not finna, because I'm not finna allow you to treat me like this.
Yeah.
I just will not let you think that this is okay in the beginning. Because it's gonna start here, and then who the fuck knows where it's gonna go?
Yeah.
You think you can
like
do
how
this?
far out of control
Right.
you think you can go?
You think this is okay? You ain't finna be mopping the floor with my ass in any regard, not like physical, but like you're not finna be treating me like this. What the fuck? You was just something that just passed on along the way. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like, oh, I just gotta have this nigga. Nah, it was just like, oh, okay, well, yeah, let's try. I thought about it. We thought about it. Well, let's give it a try now. Nigga, you wasn't sought out. You ain't no motherfucking prize. And for you to treat me like, look, not me. For you to treat my motherfucking best friend like that, you tripping. I'll come touch you real quick.
So, yeah. I'm not staying somewhere where I'm not being treated the way I deserve to be treated. And no one should stay where they're not being treated.
I don't want no scrub. Scrub got no love from me. Nigga's a scrub. Hanging out the passenger side.
So, yeah, I still stand behind the concept that going back to an ex is not bad as long as you can really move forward from your past issues and be adults and mature about it. If you can't do that, then don't be with no ex.
Yeah.
That is the gist of going back to an ex. If you can really move forward, cool, great. If not, don't even do it. Like, if you cannot find yourself,
I feel like you would know too in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
You gonna know if it's worth it or not, because if you feel like you like struggling to get a point across, or just struggling to try to make somebody understand how you feel, or just everything just feels difficult, like, then don't do it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because it, in a sense, after that you're gonna be forcing it to work, and that's not good.
Right.
Theoretically, yeah, you may think everything is peaches and cream and we about to do this. We already know each other, blah, blah, blah. We got this familiarity going on. And he said this, I said that. I feel like this, won't. But if it's just hard in the beginning,
yeah,
then don't do it.
Then don't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it, especially in the beginning, it shouldn't be hard. You supposed to be in the honeymoon phase, like,
good morning, love.
He called me every day.
How did you sleep?
Mm-hmm.
Did you dream about me?
So
that's my ass.
I will update on your case of the ex.
My case of the ex, y'all. He's not an ex, y'all. Like, we're still doing really, really good, and I'm just like, even just talking about it now, like, I'm smiling ear to ear. I just really, like, I would just never think I would be in this situation, but I made it a point to, like, really, really have those conversations in the beginning, and now I feel like everything is just smooth sailing, like, because I feel like, too, when somebody just ain't being fully transparent with you, like, you got those, like, those hesitation feelings or whatever, and I don't have any of those. It just feels good, and I just told myself I'm just gonna be in it, and it's gonna go where it's gonna go, and I'm gonna be happy, and we just gonna make it work. It's just that simple, honestly. Like, we get along really good. We both have, I feel like, a solid foundation with what we want, what we expect out of each other, and then how we're gonna be with each other, because we are separated for the time being, but it won't be for too much longer. Thank God. But we're doing good. We're doing real good.
Well, that's good to hear. I can't wait to meet him. I'm excited.
Yep, dates is picked. He on the way. Fucking COVID. Need to stop ruining my life. Facts. Let me just be great. Shit. Facts. It's always something with fucking COVID. His ass would have been here already, but
Yep, facts. So that is going to wrap it up for this week's episode. You got any final words?
No, I think we talked about it. I think we thoroughly discussed everything today.
So, yeah, that's going to wrap it for this week's episode. I appreciate you guys for tuning in as always. I have my I'm Black 25-8 t-shirts on. So they were on sale this past week for my birthday. I'm gonna do a sale. So by the time this episode airs, there will be a Black Friday sale for 30% off.
I keep forgetting it's
so
Black Friday.
Go ahead, get y'all I'm Black 25-8 t-shirts. Get them as Christmas gifts, stocking stuffers. I think people who, us Black folk, we woke these days. We getting woke. I think it is important to take pride in being Black, regardless of what society, tries to portray us as. But we are strong people. We do what we need to do to make sure we good and the people around us are good. And Black is beautiful. So get your I'm Black 25-8 t-shirt, 30% off for the Black Friday. And I'm probably going to do a Cyber Monday sale. So y'all go ahead, stay tuned, get y'all shirts. Stay tuned for next week's episode. So I'm just give y'all tell y'all what it's going to be about, so it ain't no surprise. But I think we are in a culture right now where plastic surgery is really popular. And it's not just the famous folks that get plastic surgery anymore. And so I have someone coming on who recently had plastic surgery. So she's going to come on, tell us about her journey.
What she get done?
She had a BBL.
Oh.
So
I just learned what that meant, y'all. By the way.
So, and I'm also considering getting some plastic surgery. So this is going to be good information for me. And, hopefully y'all get some good information from it as well. So tune in next week. Follow me on Instagram at Kikin with Coco on Instagram. I always want to say pod because that's what the email is.
Oh.
But just Kikin with Coco. If you want to ask a question, because I do have an Ask Coco segment. If you want some advice about a situation, shoot me the question and I'll read it while I'm recording the show. So, it's been a while since I've had an Ask Coco question. So please ask me some questions because I want to give y'all some advice. So, So ask Coco at Kikin with Coco pod at gmail.com. And then y'all can get these t-shirts at kikinwithcocopodcast.com. So thank y'all again for tuning in. So until next time, bye.